All right, we're back. Prayerfully, everything will stay like it should. Y'all come on back in, come on back in, come on back in. Listen, technology is technology, and it be doing what it does. Okay, so let's get back to our thoughts for today. Hey, Britt. So, today we're going to talk about what it means to not neglect the needful things. A lot of times we don't necessarily uh, pay close attention to the things that we are neglecting. Hey, said, thanks, Miss Lucy. So when we go through this life and many of us are always doing something, we're busy, we're getting things done, we're trying new things, we're not letting ourselves be idle, we're trying to always keep things moving, keep all of, the juggling in the air. And sometimes we neglect those things that will allow us to do that with new refreshment. Those things will allow us to do that with a new lens, a new way of looking at it, a refreshed mindset. And so when we do that, we get bogged down with the things, the stuff that we keep doing. And it just kind of reminds me of the story of Mary and Martha. And many of us know that story. Hey, Trent. And that story of Mary and Martha says that, when Jesus came to visit and they were preparing for the meal, Martha was in the kitchen doing all of these things and getting all of this together. And she finally asked Jesus, she's like, will you get her to come help me? And Jesus says something that probably no one expected at that point. Jesus said, Martha, Martha, you are busy with a lot of things, but Mary has the needful thing. Mary has the needful thing. And what was the needful thing? Well, Mary was spending her time at Jesus's feet. And a lot of times when we hear that preached or hear it talked about, the needful thing is just that Mary was receiving instruction and words of faith and of need to hear a word from Jesus. But it's more than that. As Mary sat at Jesus's feet, literal feet, y'all, for those of you who are theologians, don't go there. As she sat and was listening and watching and listening to what he had to say, she was not only listening, but she was giving Jesus something Jesus needed. And that was some attentiveness and to know that someone was hearing him. And they were building relationship. Even as they shared, even as he poured into her, even as he increased her faith, as he taught her in their conversation, she was getting from him as he was receiving from her. And so that's really part of what I wanted to talk about today and to encourage you. Don't neglect the needful things. Don't back. Don't neglect moving things or moving things up to it may be 2 hours, an hour in the day. It may not be a whole day. It may not be a trip. May not be any of that. But it may just be that there's some people you need to spend some time with and to just get renewed and get refreshed. I'm doing this because I did that yesterday, and it's been a long time since I got with certain people and was able to be refreshed by being in their presence. And sometimes the people that you're with all the time, as much as you love them, you all kind of know each other. You know each other's little idiosyncrasies. And so it's not always refreshing. Sometimes it's just, it's peaceful, but it's not always a refreshment. And so it's good when people spend time in situations that they may not get to do all the time. And so that was the blessing for me yesterday. And what I realized is that I'm not alone. There are an awful lot of us that are we call people or we text them or we hit them on their social media in passing and say, hey, miss you, how are you? But what happens when you just say intentionally, I'm going to spend some time in their presence? For some of us, it's people. For others of us, it's ourselves. Then we need to just spend some quality time with us. That needful thing, that essential thing for our refreshment. For some of us, we need to take some time and be with that significant other. A lot of times we are ships passing in the night, people who are in relationships. And you got to be careful that when your ship's passing in the night, sometimes those ships don't dock. And when you find yourself in that situation, you start to find a pull and a difficulty in the relationship that should mean the most. Sometimes it's your family. Some of us live far away from the people that we love and the people that are part of our family unit that have been with us our whole lives. And it means that we have to take some time to say that this is an essential relationship. This is an essential thing that I need for my life. And that we have to put some stuff away and say, you know what? It's going to cost me a little time. It may cost me some extra work on the back end, but I need this. And so we've got to learn what the needful things are and then find our way to those needful things and be involved in them and take some time to share in them. Because when we don't, we find ourselves always being pulled, always being busy, always knowing what I've got to do next and never being able to just stop and breathe and smile and laugh. I mean big belly laugh, not just that kiki ha ha ha. I mean laugh with joy. And it takes some refreshment to get that kind of joy. So we've got to learn to not neglect the needful things. Sometimes it's something very small and very little, something that you have forgotten that you love. I find sometimes that you're listening to music, or you're listening to worship music, and you're listening to this, and you're on the radio because it's on, and you're driving, and then that one little song comes on, and it takes you back to a time where you were joyful and where life was fun, and you find yourself with your little bop on, and it's not really because you're doing anything but remembering the little things. The little things matter. And when we neglect them, then we're neglecting the needful things that give us back what we need. Give us back that sense of self, that sense of personhood, that speak to our imago Dei, that give us what we need for our nefesh, for that thing that is our complete being. Yes, we find peace in our relationship with God. We find peace in how we interact with those who are in our faith walk. But sometimes we just need to pull over and bop to that song, or spend some time with some people who make us laugh, who know us and knew us before folk who think they know us. We need to spend that time, because time is not promised. And we'll look up and something will happen. And we'll find ourselves saying, I wish I had spent this much time. And regret is no place to live. So don't neglect the needful things. Go laugh. Go sit and break bread with someone that you've missed. Go watch a movie you've wanted to see. Go spend some time with you. Take yourself to dinner. Do the things that are going to give you what you need. The needful things that give you the refreshment to then jump back in to what it is that you have to do. And then you have memories and good feeling to look forward to the next time. I hope that helps somebody today. And if you're watching it in replay it again. Like my friend on the meme says, play this twice. Think about what it is that is needful for your life and do it. And be encouraged. I'll see you soon.